Versatomic RR is a retrograde reaming system used for ACL, PCL, and meniscus root tunnel creation. The drill features a self-deploying flat cutting tooth, a robust design, proximity indicators, and a sharp trocar tip, all designed for optimized retrograde reaming. The drill comes with a removable K-wire inside a cannulated drill to enable suture passing with a nitinol passing loop. Use a 4.0 mm burst sector and oscillate to take down the ACL stump. Then, at the press of a button, you can swap to burr mode to perform a notchplasty, if needed, or to mark the tunnel location. Place the side-specific Versatomic RR femoral guide through the lateral portal and over the center of the ACL footprint. With the guide body trapdoor closed, insert the bullet into the guide and advance to the lateral cortex. Read the length of the femoral tunnel indicated by the etched lines on the bullet. Drill in a clockwise forward direction through the lateral cortex. Once the reamer head has penetrated the femoral condyle into the joint space, rotate the bullet 90 degrees to the right or left and open the trapdoor to remove the guide body and guide arm. When the black etch mark on the drill head is in line with the aperture of the tunnel, slide the rubber grommet flush to the head of the bullet. Ream in a counterclockwise direction, which will automatically activate the cutting tooth with bone. Remove the blue-handled K-wire, insert the suture passing loop through the reamer into the joint, and pull it through the lateral portal. Then, remove the reamer. Based on preference, an X-braid X-pass number 2 can be inserted through the stepped bullet and into the joint to shuttle suture instead. Repeat this process to drill the tibial tunnel. Place the guide, insert the bullet, and drill to the desired depth. Remove the blue-handled K-wire and reamer. Based on surgeon preference, an X-braid X-pass number 2 can be used to shuttle suture through the tibial tunnel as well. Pull the femoral loop back into the joint space, and both loops through the medial portal through the Stryker gateway cannula. Load the ProCinch RT speed stitch on the femoral loop and pull through the femoral tunnel. Once the lead and flip sutures are through the skin, unthread the speed stitch. Pull in line with the graft tunnels until the button passes the cortex. Pull on the green lead suture while keeping enough tension on the white suture to keep out slack. Use the flip suture to deploy on the cortex. Use the flip suture in combination with the lead suture to ensure the button has fully flipped. Incrementally tension the adjustable loop by pulling on the tensioning tails. Alternate pulling the tensioning tails to adjust the loops a few millimeters at a time. Continue tensioning until the desired length is achieved. Load the tibial-sided ProCinch no-button speed stitch through the passing loop and pull through the tibial tunnel. Once the speed stitch is through the skin, unthread the speed stitch from the ProCinch no-button implant. If graft whip stitch suture tails require passing through the tibial tunnel, you may load the tails through the fixed loop of the speed stitch shuttle loop prior to passing through the tibial tunnel. Once all sutures are passed through the tibial tunnel, pass the tibial cortex. Pull on the loop portion of the ProCinch no button to advance the graft into the tibial tunnel. The low-profile, high-strength 11 mm slotted button is designed to self-center on the tibial tunnel, while also allowing for countersinking of the ProCinch suture. The 11 mm diameter concave button's 2 additional holes allow for additional suture passage while keeping them from falling out when shortening the loop. With the graft seated into the tibial tunnel socket, load the low-profile concave button onto the ProCinch no-button loop, being sure to orient the button with the notch facing the tibia to allow for proper self-centering on the tibia. Incrementally shorten the adjustable loop by alternating pulls on the tensioning sutures a few millimeters at a time, bringing the button towards the bone. Pull on the tensioning tails until the desired tension is achieved. After cycling the knee, further tensioning can be done by pulling on both the femoral and/or tibial tensioning tails independently for final tensioning. Cut the ProCinch tensioning tails.